Hello and welcome to My Report, EastMojo's daily evening news bulletin update. We bring you the latest and biggest happenings from East and Northeast of India. I'm Simran Bajaj. I'll be your host for today. We are being joined by our state correspondents. We have Irani Sonowal Lepcha from Arunachal Pradesh, Chandan Pandey from Tripura, and Wangamla Salikapai from Manipur. Let's start today's show. Let's head to Sally from Manipur. So, Sally, can you please give us the COVID-19 updates?
Thank you so much, Simran. Yes, let me begin with the fresh cases that was detected yesterday. So again, another 118 fresh cases are being detected as a COVID-19 positive. So this is one of the single largest spike in a single day. And out of the this 118 fresh cases, around the 28 are from the security personnel and 90 are the locals. But what more alarming is we have mentioned this even in a previous live report that the local transmission of those locals who do not have a travel history outside Manipur are being tested positive. So yesterday also out of these 90 fresh cases from the general population, at least 71 of them are tested positive as a local transmission. Sorry. So yes, it is alarming. And right now, the total confirmed positive cases in Manipur as of now stands at 3,753. Out of these, 2,930 are from the general population, including those returnees from the other states, as well as those local transmission, and 823 are from the security personnel. And since apart from the locals transmission, even the security personnel who have returned back from their vacation are being tested positive. So earlier, the chief minister had also mentioned that those security personnel would not be sent out for duty unless they are cleared for this COVID-19. So this is also one step of containing the virus within the paramilitary forces. And the local transmission, those people who do not travel to other states are being tested. The total as of now stands at 836. This is the total confirmation when it comes to local transmission. And the total recovered for now is 2,044, out of which 1,909 are from the general population and 135 belongs to the security forces. And even yesterday, 117 were recovered. So this, when it comes to recovered cases, this is one of the highest recovered person in a single day. So apart from this, right now the total active cases, those who are undergoing treatment for COVID-19, is 1,698, out of which 1,010 from the general population and 688 are the security personnel. So these security personnel are mainly those who had returned back from vacation from another state. So this is the total cases. Now, when we talk about this local transmission, because since last month, up till last month, these the cases for COVID-19 are those mainly for the returnees. So which means starting off this month, which means we are just at 10, not even 2 weeks. So not even 2 weeks, the local transmission have been emerged, and the cases has been escalated up to 836. So yesterday, the state government, including the health department, have decided that the integrated ITSP, integrated disease surveillance program, have been interested in order to study why the local transmissions are rapidly emerging in the state and what kind of steps they have to take it, and whether the local transmission is on, or in case if the local transmission has been beyond, then it can declare as a community transmission. But as of now, the state have not officially announced that there is a community transmission that has started in the state. So yes, this is the case. And there is also some reports of yesterday's state health department that some of the public have started using chlorantisic plastic cord device called as a virus shutout in order to disinfect the drinking water. So the state government have warned the state health department, in fact, have warned to the public not to use such kind of unproven devices because it might, hazard the health. So yes, this is the latest update when it comes to COVID-19. But for today's latest update, we are yet to receive. So likely we will be updating on our website after 8 p.m. Simran.
Thank you so much for that update, Sally. And in another news, a one-day assembly session was held today in Manipur. Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. Yes, it's a special one-day monsoon season which was announced by Governor, and this special session is for the to move. The Chief Minister has already moved the trust motions. It's a confidence motion, but before the ruling party had given a notice to the speaker that they will be moving the confidence motion. The opposition party Congress had, in fact, last month submitted a notice to the speaker that they will be moving the no confidence motion against the BJP-led coalition government, mainly because of the multi-crore, truck scam that's happening in our state. But that specific notice was rejected by the Speaker of the Manipur Assembly Legislative, and this confidence motion, which has been moved by Chief Minister, was approved. So it has already moved, but we are yet to receive what is the latest outcome for regarding this motion of trust moved. But this will decide the actual fate of the BJP-led ruling government. So right now. Both of the parties before this trust vote happened, both the opposition parties and the ruling government had issued a whips to their respective party members, requesting to be present during this specific assembly and vote to their to the vote according to their party lines. So this has been issued, but as I said mentioned earlier, that we haven't received the actual outcome of today's assembly. But one thing that the Congress has highlighted today is because normally during the assembly there is a live streaming, live coverage which has been covered by the jurisdiction. But for this special session of today was announced by Speaker that there would be no live coverage. So the Congress have already alleged that there is a breach of confidence on this, and the Congress spokesperson Bhupendra Methi had tweeted on his account, a Twitter account, that normally the sessions happen. Normally, whenever there is a sessions, assembly sessions, there is a live coverage, so that the people of the state can watch the live streaming, the discussions, the debates that's happening in the House. But since this has not been done today, they have already raise the questions asking to the government why there is no live coverage today. And he did mention that especially they are saying the Congress are accusing to the PGP government that they are democratically prevented the people from watching the live discussions that's happening in the House, especially their representative which has been elected by their respective constituencies, discussions on the main issues that's happening on the pandemic, and also the truck issues that will be, that was discussed today in the House. So this is the latest update when it comes to today's assembly session. Simran.
Thank you so much for those details, Sally. And now I would like to give our viewers the latest updates from Assam. And when we're talking about COVID-19, so these are the updates that we've received last night. These are the latest updates given by the State Health Minister, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma. So yesterday, 1,123 new cases were reported. 1,734 people were discharged and 5 new deaths were reported. And with that, the cumulative figure for COVID-19 in Assam is 58,837. It looks like by tomorrow when we go live, Assam would have crossed the 60K mark in terms of total reported COVID-19 cases. And 42,325 people have been discharged. 16,364 people are currently active COVID-19 patients. 3 have migrated to other states, while the total death toll in Assam in terms of COVID-19 related deaths is 145. Now, to tell about the new cases, yesterday of the reported 1,123 cases, that is 1,123 cases, 240 are from Kamrup Metro, and 121 are from Jorhat district. And yesterday, the state's positivity rate, as per the report given out last night, is 4.58%. Again, it's a very desirable figure. As long as we're keeping the numbers below 5% in terms of positivity rate, it's a good news for the state. And for those viewers who don't know what is a positivity rate is number of people who test positive per 100 people tested. So, for if 100 people are being tested in Assam, 4.58 are testing positive for COVID-19. This is what positivity rate means. And yesterday, the number of tests conducted in the state significantly went down. The figures were touching 60K and even crossing it, 60,000, always 50,000 plus, 60,000 plus in the recent weeks. And yesterday it was 24,492. And when we talk about COVID-19, so today Assam's DGP, Bhaskar Jyoti Mahanta, has tested positive for COVID-19 in a report already live on our website. The report is already live on our website. But to inform our viewers, I'd like to tell them that he's tested positive for the virus today. He was having symptoms of COVID-19. That is, he was having fever from Sunday. So he got it tested for COVID-19 today, and he's tested. His tests have come back as positive. Also, his driver has tested positive for COVID-19, and now he's under home isolation. Now, when we talk about home isolation, yesterday, another to encourage home isolation, and so yesterday, the health minister, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, announced that the state will give pulse oximeter, and first-line supportive medicine completely free in Guwahati city for those who opt for home isolation. This is to encourage more number of people to stay at home and recover from the virus. And also, he has announced that telemedicine services have been activated for these people through 104 helpline, and very soon these services and facilities are going to expand in other parts of the state. So that's in terms of COVID-19 updates. And when we're talking about that's COVID-19, but today there's another good news that has come in from Baghjan today. So the report is already, the fire is going to be doused very soon, in the next 48 hours or so. So let me give the details for our viewers as to what is the exact news. So Oil India Limited has succeeded in placing the blowout preventer on the blowout well in Baghjan, and this well caught fire on June 9th. And now, after the capping is completed, it will take 24 to 36 hours for the fire to douse. Now, this is finally coming as a very good news, because it's been quite a few it's been around 2 months or so, if I correctly remember, since when the fire is burning, and before that the blowout occurred around 10-15 days before that. So let's hope with the capping of the well and the dousing of fire, the environment and the national parks and sanctuaries in vicinity get a chance to recover, and likewise the people living around hopefully can come back to the original settlement once things settle down. So that's the news that we have from Assam. And now let's head to Irani from Arunachal Pradesh. Irani, can you give us the latest COVID-19 updates?
Yeah, hi Simran. So it's been more than a month that the capital complex is with the highest number of COVID-19 positive cases. So if you look into the data which was provided by the health department yesterday evening, the capital complex has still 104 active cases, and 753 people have already recovered from capital complex. And after capital complex, it is the east coming district of Arunachal Pradesh, which is 103 active cases with 19 recoveries. But if we talk about the overall data, Arunachal has 670 active cases of COVID-19. 1,482 people have already recovered, and with 3 deaths, the state tally is at 2,155. Simran.
Thank you so much for that COVID-19 update, Irani. Now, in another news, the government of Arunachal Pradesh has decided to make it mandatory to wear traditional dresses in government office once a month. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, Simran. So it was quite interesting for me as well, because the government of Arunachal Pradesh has decided to wear traditional dress to all the state government as well as central government employees, excluding the police personnel because they already have a uniform. So it's like once in a month, yes, but it will be on 15th of every month. So a circular was out from the Office of Chief Secretary, which said that with an idea to boost the local tribal products and to support the local artisans and entrepreneurs under the Vocal for Local scheme, under the Atmanirbhar Bharat, this decision was taken. Simran.
Irani, to talk more about this, when we talk about all the government employees, is it limited to the higher levels authorities, or is it applicable across the vertical and everybody from top to bottom has to be wearing traditional attire?
Yes, it's top to bottom, so there is no such, that the officers won't be wearing it. So it there is no such hierarchy of this traditional dress. So the all the officials, including the boss, till the peon or the housekeeping, everyone will be wearing a traditional dress to the office.
Okay, thank you so much for that update, Irani. And now I would like to quickly give our viewers the latest COVID-19 updates from Mizoram. So, yesterday, in the past 24 hours, Mizoram recorded 12 new cases and discharged 25 patients. And with that, cumulative figure of COVID-19 in Mizoram stands at 620 total reported cases, out of which 323 have been cured and discharged. 297 remain as active cases of COVID-19 in the state, while two people have migrated to other states. Fortunately, Mizoram is yet to record any COVID-19 related deaths. And that's the COVID-19 updates that we have from Mizoram. Now, let's head on to Chandan from Tripura. So, Chandan, since we're talking about COVID-19, can you first give us the COVID-19 updates?
Yes, thank you, Simran. So far today, there is no positive case. However, last evening, 62% tested positive for COVID-19, with which the total number of COVID-19 positive case now stands at 6,223. Also, to tell you, the number of COVID-related death now stands at 42, with one more COVID-related death yesterday. And the number of recovered patients so far in our state has increased further, with more than 200% being discharged yesterday. It was 267% were discharged yesterday, and today's data is yet to arrive. So the total number of recovered persons so far stands at 4,423. So this is when we see as a overall the number of samples being tested in our state. We have been discussing a lot about the number of samples, the number of machines which Tripura got from center and ICMR approved labs. We have now 6 machines, but however, what we got to see last day, Tripura tested only around 1,665 samples. So this is something like we get to see that Tripura also conducted a house to house, door to door survey, and they screened people with having whoever had any symptoms for COVID-19. All the villages, all the panchayats were covered, even the municipal corporations were covered, where people were screened. They were asked if they have any symptoms, if they have any travel history. So by doing this door to door survey, now the number of sample tested being tested has reduced, and it has come as low as 1,665 from what where it was around 7,000 or 8,000 just a week back. So also to give the viewers the number of positivity rate and active rate, I would just like to give the positivity rate in our state now stands at 3.07%, while the test per million now stands at 50,238, which has improved since the state has covered door to door sample collection. And the number of mortality rate now stands at 0.68, with the death that was recorded yesterday. Also, to add our viewers, since we had off on Saturday and Sunday of my report, two BSF Jawans had succumbed to this COVID-19, and this is the first instance, I think, in the whole of the Northeast where two BSF Jawan posted in the line of control, they lost their life fighting this virus. Simran.
Thank you so much for that update, Chandan, regarding COVID-19. Now, to talk about education, there are two big news coming in from Tripura. One is this, that the state is going to start spoken English
Hmm.
classes, and another figure has emerged from the state that over 94,000 students failed to attend online classes amid the lockdown, amid the COVID-19
Right.
lockdown. Can you tell us more about both of these?
Yes. Yeah. First, I would like to speak about the number of students who missed online classes. We all know since March 16, all the educational institutions were closed down by the state government following an order because the MHRD had also informed all the state governments that the outbreak of COVID-19 has happened in our country, following which all the educational institutions were closed. And the government took a number of initiatives, including pre-recorded video classes, which was telecasted in local cable television. They also tried to reach students through social media, Facebook, YouTube. Later on, they signed an MOU with the Doordarshan Kendra. They also aired their classes through air radio, All India Radio, and they also took initiative which was called Ek to Khelo, Ek to Paro, which means play a little, read a little. So in this initiative, what the government did was the students who did not have a smartphone also they could participate in this program. They would just require a keypad mobile where the teachers would send them a text message in the morning with some syllabus asking them to complete a task for the day, and later on in the evening inform the teacher through a text message what they have studied so far in the day. So a survey was conducted by Disha, Notun Disha, which is New Direction under the Elementary Education Department. This survey conducted by the New Disha cell, it found that around 29% of students from class 6, 2, and 8 could not attend classes, even though the government tried to take different methods, as I just mentioned, all those things. But it gives us a brief about the number of students, like 94,013 students. This is the approx data which the education minister himself handed over to EastMojo. So this gives up a sum that even after giving all the efforts, the government has failed to reach these students for the past 5 months. They could not get any kind of educational support from the state government. This is something which is coming out from the state. Also, to tell you that this survey also found that in 3,974 school, 94,013 students, that is the 29% student, did not have any kind of source, either be it a cable television or a smartphone or a keypad mobile. So now what the government has decided is the government had already announced a neighborhood classes, which we have already done, and our viewers can read it at www.eastmojo.com in Tripura section. So what we have done is that what the government has done now is that they have put an effort on neighborhood classes, and in all those areas where the students could not attend classes, teachers would go on their area, 3 to 5 students from every area. They will be called on an open area, be it in the school ground or their neighborhood. They will be given the class. Also, to tell you that the Tripura government had also announced a scheme Bachor Bachao for those students who failed in their board exams or in their final exams. These students will be given 2 months of intensive educational coaching, following which they will be asked to sit for a retest exam, and once they clear that retest exam, they will be allowed to continue in the higher classes. So this is something coming out of this survey. The detailed copy is already uploaded, and our viewers can read it in EastMojo. Simran. And the second thing which has come up, Education Minister himself, he informed that the Tripura government has taken the initiative since in Tripura, we know Tripura, Assam is a state in the northeastern region where Bangla language is also practiced widely. So a number of students who study in Bengali medium students, they often find it difficult in their higher educational system when they go from the school to the college level. They have to continue their education in English medium. So now what the government has decided is they will take up a pilot project in the West District, which is also the capital city in Agartala. It falls. So now around 4,000 students from this West District, they will be given a free coaching class either prior to the school hours or after the school hours. Under this pilot project, around 4,000 students, including 80% of Bengali medium school students and 20% from English medium school students, they will be given class for 6 months. And a company has already filed their bid. Two companies have in fact filed their bid. The financial bid will be taken up later this month. Once the company is selected and the schools reopen after these relaxations coming in, maybe in next 1 or 2 months, the school educational institutes will open. That's what the education minister had said. So this 6 months course will start. And in the starting month, all the students will be all the students will be asked what they want to do, and evaluation will be done. That is what the education minister had said. And after completing 50% of the course, that is on 3 months, they will go through a test. And again, on completing the course, that is on 6th month, they will go through a test, following which they will be given a certificate by the company and the educational department. This is a project that will be later on taken up in all the 8 districts that Tripura has. Also, to inform our viewers that Tripura has around 5 lakh students are studying across Tripura's 4,398 government aided and government school, while Tripura has 335 private school. Simran.
Thank you so much for that comprehensive update, Chandan. In fact, it looks like a promising new initiative which the state is likely to undertake. And we hope that it works and we can go ahead with a success story of how it has worked out for Tripura. And moving on, for the last update for today's show, Olympian Deepa Karmakar has resumed her training sessions. So, can you tell us more about that, Chandan?
Yes, Simran. So we know, as I just said, yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Am I audible? Yes. Okay. So, as I just mentioned, since March, all the educational institutions were closed. Parallelly, all the gym and gymnastic stadium, everything was shut down by the state government, following the order by center and then state government. So, since last 5.5 months, all the gyms and the gymnastic indoor, which is Netaji Subhas Regional Coaching Center in Agartala, it was shut down. And following that, Deepa Karmakar, who usually stay here in Agartala and she practiced at NSRCC, she was going through her training at her own place. Her coach, Nandi sir, he was also there with her, and she was undergoing a training through online classes. But today, as the unlockdown three measures and the state government giving release to the gym and gymnasium to start practicing and training, following all the social distancing and protocols SOP given by the state and the center. Deepa Karmakar, along with her coach Nandi sir, they returned to NSRCC, and speaking with reporters, she said that she's really happy and delighted that finally, after a wait of more than 5 months, she is back to where she belongs, and she will again try to gain her potential the way she performed in Rio Olympics we all have seen in 2016, and she's aiming for the next Olympic, which has already postponed. So this is what we have got from NSRCC, and Deepa has already quoted. The copy has already been published, and our viewers can read it.
Thank you so much for that update, Chandan. And this is all for today's show. I would like to thank our viewers for continuously supporting us from Monday to Friday at 6 p.m. Don't forget, it's My Report by EastMojo.com. All the stories are live on our website. You can read them at www.eastmojo.com. If you have any ideas, suggestions, or anything that you would like to write to us, please write to us at editor@eastmojo.com. We also have a very active fact checking team. So if you come across any photo, any video, any piece of information that looks fake or unauthentic, please send it across. Again, we are email ID that is already shared, that is editor@eastmojo.com, or you can even send it to us through our Facebook page. We will definitely verify it and get back to you with the truth. And that's all. This is Simran Bajaj signing off for today.